Yo, I'm here. I'm just making sure everything's working. Got the OBS pumping. Just getting set up. Watch me live on YouTube if you want to right now, period. What up? Can't wait all night. up, good people? Just getting started here after a long day, a long freaking week. Ready to relax with y'all and talk about art and music and animation and share this experience that I'm having with you. So hopefully I'll be able to enlighten and entertain and inform, because I got a lot to share. Just gonna hang out for a few more minutes here. Let this beat. This is yesterday's EveryDay's beat. So if you, I don't think I even posted it yet to YouTube. Man, already slipping off. Day one. Yeah, but this is, an incredible experience all around. So I'm here to share. And Instagram, Burton L Music, Twitter, Burton L Music. You can check me out everywhere. Get that in the chat. So many buttons to manage. Okay. So yeah, this is yesterday's beat, and with the exception of, I think, 3 days, I've gotten an EveryDay out by midnight, maybe 4 days, and I got to a point to where between my normal workload and committing to this shit, and then, like yesterday, I went to render the 384 frames at 24 frames per second, and I came back from the dog walk thinking I could post it, and even though it was well after midnight, it only rendered 171 frames. So I had to render the rest of it and wait for 2 freaking hours for that to finish. So this whole process is freaking time consuming, the EveryDays. I mean, everything in the production world is time consuming. It looks really cool until you have to sit down and map out, storyboard every square inch of every detail of every beat. But this beat I wrote at like 3:30 in the morning, maybe later. And typically I do the beats, music, the musical accompaniment after the animation, so I kind of get that vibe, that workday vibe, and it's like a kind of a decompression for me. So that's what we got going on here. I'll explain the rig a little bit, the screens, that is, the OBS. So I have Splash Top enabled on all my computers and other project work computers, which allows me to remote desktop in and control other machines. So it occurred to me, I've got the Mac Pro running the studio rig, the recording studio rig, that it might be nice to see the Ableton live screen, or this is the other window I have set up. So what I did was I just remoted into that machine across the room, and then now I'm able to share that as a as a screen share here in OBS. So that screen is actually my Mac Pro trash can, and I can actually adjust the volume there. Not so well. Oh shit. See, this is a problem that I regularly deal with Splashtop. Anytime you have to control a UI in Splashtop, it wants to jump the faders, whatever interface you're working on. I have a project in a nightclub, and sometimes they ask me to remote in and help figure out a problem, and it could cause havoc. I'm in Resolume Arena, and I'm trying to adjust something, and then it's like, just like you saw, I can't get a good gauge on the fader or whatever values. So anyways, EveryDay. This is day 21 of Burton L and Create Stage doing an EveryDay, and this experience has been incredible. It's been incredibly trying and kind of like a marathon, or a high endurance competition, but in your mind. And I always bite off more than I probably should, sometimes than I can, but I'm usually pretty good about the can part and the do part, which is left to how many hours are in the day, which is, why I don't get as good a sleep as I should. But this project has pushed me to I don't really know how to explain it. I was in a Monday meeting that I joined, a motion designer meeting on Monday. It's a Zoom call meeting, and it's great. You get to hear, we always have a subject, and I'm new to the group, but really supportive, positive people in motion design in general. And I think my camera just went down. Okay, what we got going on here? Another bug in the system. I don't really understand why the GoPro does that. Automatically it'll start recording, or it automatically switches formats from photo to time lapse or whatever. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. Obviously there's a ghost of machine sending a signal from my computer to the GoPro and back. All right, so back to the point. I kind of lost my train of thought with the Monday meeting, but anyways, we're here to make music and produce music for the first 4 days of my EveryDays, because I didn't realize I was even going to do an animation every day. I honestly thought that I was, I figured I'd try it. I've always wanted to do an EveryDay, and back to my point of me biting off more than I can chew, or too much, just taking on, huge projects. I think it's one thing, and it definitely pushes your skills to a certain level to create an image, right? Like a one image, and it takes time and consideration, and so don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of working from a little different perspective. Like, I want to build procedural machines within Cinema and eventually Houdini, that Cinema 4D, and that create these experiences. And then I go into some of the compositing, or just working with Redshift in new and interesting ways, and I've committed to 384 frames at 24 frames a second. And the reason why I did that is because it's basically two bars musically, and 16 seconds. So it's a nice little snippet of time so you can kind of get your jam on. It could be a loop, it could be anything. And I like that because I think visually very musically, and I think musically very visually. So I'm always seeing things that could be happening when I'm writing music, and I'm always hearing things that could be happening when I'm producing visuals, or at least kind of inspired by things I'm seeing that inspire random sounds in my head that kind of push me to experiment with different visual techniques in Cinema 4D. And that in turn, then with the EveryDays, then I come back to the, after when the project's rendering for the day, then I go and sit down at the desk and I start writing music. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. And because I didn't realize I was even going to commit to this, I was like, I'm going to try to do an EveryDay today and let's see how it goes. And then it was like day 2, I just felt like, okay, I have to do this. And I've been inspired by other people, peers and mentors in this community. And it's been a very incredible experience in that way, to be so inspired by an event, meeting with people, specifically a Camp Mograph, to then just like, how can I really push myself right now, creatively, as a person, just a person who's an individual who's always trying to accomplish kind of the next level. And you know what? The stupid camera did it again. Anyway, so it was just, I just fell into it. I always thought I would like to do an EveryDay, but then you think about how much work's involved, and I just didn't know how to start. So I did, and now I'm kind of wrapped into this 16-second thing, which is fine, but it's time consuming, and I think it's taken at least amount of time, an hour to produce one, and at most I'm not even going to share that information because I don't know. But then the rendering takes at least 2 hours, and then the audio production is probably the quickest thing that I can just kind of bang out. So I don't expect to be here for hours and hours. We're going to put up the first EveryDay on the monitor. We're going to check it out. And then once we kind of are in that vibe, I'm going to go and sit down at the studio desk and start playing with some synthesizers and the bass and the drums, and we'll just see what we can do. So that's pretty much the long and short. And I did commit to doing 5 of these today, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, the first 4 days, and then today's. Yeesh. So since this is a live broadcast, I'm gonna try to be as entertaining as possible, but I'm new to this. I haven't done this, like, specifically my studio, my art. I have a couple that I posted on YouTube that have a couple videos I posted on YouTube that have the whole full experience live recorded in this environment, but I didn't I didn't do it live. I did it live here, and I just pressed record and ended it, but I didn't do it live to the world. So it's different. It's different. Definitely feels different. And this freaking camera, I don't know what his or her problem is, but it's it's not helping me concentrate, that's for sure. So we're gonna put that guy back into that mode. Wait, no, we're not. That's wrong. Okay, right there. We go there. And then we get the... There we go. Okay. Now we're back. All right, so I think that's a decent, probably scatterbrained introduction, but it is what it is. So thinking what else I could kind of catch people up. Okay, Burton L, a singer-songwriter, motion designer, projection mapping, creative technologist. I've worked a lot in the production of musical projects to where I've contributed to the music and the visual experience, or just the visual experience, but as a trained musician and engineer, that's my background. And it's been about 5 years I've been doing motion design, and it's fused the gap for me as an artist. Growing up, I'd see visual things, and when I heard, songs and musical ideas, and I've been writing music since before I could even play. I was just a child, and having these similar visual ideas, right? So a song is just an idea, a visual, eventually it starts with, you get a tone or a hum or a melody or a rhythmic idea, and then you go and you start to put that into any medium that you have: guitar, drums, production studio, producing beats in Ableton, whatever. So the same thing is with, as to drawing, let's say, as to writing music. You have an idea, you start to formulate that idea with the tools you have. Now, I could see a lot more, and I'm not the best illustrator, or even much of one to speak of. So, at least with the pen and paper. And so I knew that I had to figure out how to develop these visions in my head, and as to whether I have or have not, I'm getting close. It's animation, 3D animation is a broad skill set, and there's a million tools, and it takes time, like anything, to learn and to develop. But that's also the beauty of doing EveryDays, is that you actually get to learn and push yourself to become better, and and just as practice, right? You gotta practice. So that's the long and short of it as to how I got into animation. I didn't know really where I was going to start. I started projection mapping. Well, first I started producing music videos, which you can check out in my YouTube channel. And some of them are kind of fun, whatever, goofy. And then I started projection mapping, and then I realized I don't even like playing cover songs, so there's no way I'm going to start using other people's animations in my live visuals. So I started to figure that out, and slowly but surely I was able to be booked and perform and produce shows visually as a VJ and as an animator, and it all kind of correlates back into music. So that's the long and short of me, Burton L. Let's see, so pushing 9 o'clock, and doesn't feel like I've talked that long. Let's check in with the chat here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to just get started. Oh, I'm not committing to doing this every time I do this, and I would like to be able to do this once a week. I've been pushing myself to the freaking brink in order to get these 21 days done. And I think it's like, it's becoming me, and that's a good thing. But there's a learning curve, and I've been feeling it. So, I'm definitely committed to 30. My goal is 90. I don't know if I'm going to be one of those guys that just keeps doing this for years and years. Y'all are machines, and you know who I'm talking about. But with that being said, I do a shout out to Moograph.com. They're my buddies, and they're badass, and they're an inspiration for me to finally get my shit together and do this kind of live stuff. And I also want to do a shout out to True Crime Garage, which is a podcast. And they're, if you like true crime, love it, hate it, whatever. But they do this segment at the beginning of each episode to where I guess people send them money for beer. It's like donations, and then they go out and they buy some really awesome beer. So that would be kind of cool to have a beer theme, at least for this one. And I went by the liquor store to see what I could come up with. We're in Chicago, so we have some pretty awesome options. And I saw this Two Brothers Amplifier. It's an IPA, and it's smooth as fuck. But it doesn't say what. 6.7% alcohol by volume, and it's kind of like a hazy IPA. It's very easy to drink. I'm surprised that it's 6.7, which is what it is. But yeah, Warrenville, Illinois, Two Brothers. I'm a big fan, and that's what we have here today. So that being said, shout out to Killer Priest, shout out to Jason Donnelly, and all my other awesome friends. TJ, Tim Travelby, will be in the studio probably in an hour. He's putting the kids to bed and he's cruising over, and the idea is to just kind of have him come here, and we just, like we normally do when we get together and jam and work on songs. He's an incredible songwriter and guitar player, singer-songwriter, one of my best friends. And and so anyway, so TJ's gonna come here and just kind of jump in, give his intellectual goofball insight on whatever we got going on, intellectually and musically. I guess that's creatively. Anyway, so that's pretty much the long and short of the introductions. I really need to get my shit together and have like a list I read off of, like Moograph. Y'all got that shit figured out. Such a well-oiled machine. But this is day one of doing this. This is day one, week one. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not committing to anything, but I'd like to be able to do this once a week. It's just insane, the amount of prep that goes in. And I'm rendering my everyday today. I mean, just being able to wake up early enough and focus enough and have this day kind of free just to futz around with the everyday and then set everything up, it's a lot. And I know the more you do stuff, the more familiar you get with doing it, the easier. So I'm, like I said, the learning curves, I don't know, it's hard to explain because you're worn down and you're beat, but you have to keep going. And that's pretty much been the everydays. And we'll see if we can fit this weekly live Create Stage Burtonell production performance / update / hangy outy. So I got coffee. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm a total coffee snob, so maybe I should include that. I've got the beer in the Camp Moograph tumbler, which is keeping it nice and cold. And I think it's about time to get started. So, let's see. Gotta find that video and put it up so y'all can see it. And this one's this one's a funny one. I don't know where I get this shit from, but it's let me get it up here. Media source. Should have had this figured out. Day one. All right. Should have had this figured out, but you can only get so much done in a day. All right, where are we at? I think it's called Grab a Beer. Another thing on like formatting and okay, so obviously anyone who understands rendering and compositing and just the sheer data that's being compressed and formulated out of a 3D software, it takes time. And so I've dumbed everything down to 1,000 by 1,000. So it's just faster. It looks decent on Instagram. And I've done a few, including today will be a wide format, 1280 by 720. But that helps me get some of this shit done. And it's still taking 2-3 hours. And there was one day, it was a Sunday before last, I had, put 3 or 4 hours in, and I hadn't really experimented with where it was at in Redshift, which is the renderer I'm using, to see how compressed or how long it's taking to render this. And it was the project that I had done was the materials and everything was so intense. No matter how much I dumbed it down, I couldn't get it underneath like 2.5 minutes a frame. So that was the one day I just put one image up, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it. These guys all over are doing one image, and I don't have, I've got 2 hours before midnight to get this up, not 3-4 days, which is what it would have taken to render. So yeah, so I'm, dumbing stuff down. A lot of this stuff is like, I want to do this, and it comes out like that. I am working with the new fused X particles, so just kind of getting familiar with that stuff. And the Terraform Redshift, I guess there's a glitch. I haven't really read the email when I reached out to X Particles or Insidium about what the deal's with that, but there's another guy that was having a similar issue. And basically, you design your Terraform however you design it, and then you play it back, and then you go to render it, and for some reason it's just the actual effects are not being they're not translating to the render. So shit like that. Everything in between, this is go get it done, get it out, get it out, go get it done, get it done, get it out, and I'm trying to push myself to learn new shit or to just follow through with an idea. I'm in the news and I'm looking through stuff, and but then you got to kind of focus it in on something that's actually achievable in a handful of hours. And even that, on top of everything else that we have in life, going on in life, is a lot. But I'm excited to be here. So I think I've gone on long enough, and it's time to switch desks and start dropping some beats. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this. So I'm controlling the trash can via the Windows machine. That's pretty cool. By the way, Slapshot audio is it's not at least I haven't been able to get it to work to where it's actually worth using for any purposes other than maybe a reference. But I've only had today to kind of mess with it. Okay. Another thing I wanted to do today was I had a couple of patches that I've custom made for the Moog Matriarch, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it's a semi-modular synthesizer. There's no presets. It's all knobs and patching signal flow. So in order to get anything out of it, I mean it'll play. It'll perform without anything patched, but it's just it's a complex machine in that way. So let's see here. Yeah, so this is another thing I didn't get done was I only have the one microphone sitting on that desk over there, and I kind of like that instead of having to patch all the sound in studio. I mean, I'm running a 24 channel recording studio here, and then this is like a 2-channel Focusrite input, and that's great. And this is a really tight streaming rig with the Focusrite, so I'd either get more inputs but my point is that I like the fact that with this one microphone you kind of feel almost like you're here. Like I had some playing back, and you get to hear the sub of the monitors, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of like more of a live experience than piping everything in. But to my point is I wanted to grab another microphone for this side of the room. I know you can hear me, but it's just not, and all my mics are in the locker in the live room, so I might have to do that, but we're gonna wing it for this one, and I'll just kind of be loud, and then we'll go from there. Alright, but before I dial in a patch, I'll talk about my process. I really don't have a specific process or rule book to follow. I simply, I whether it be a drum loop, sometimes I'll, and I don't generally use drum loops. Other people sampled music in my music, but I do to help me get inspired and to help me keep time. So I have a click track, and I like to use a drum loop because a click track is just, for me, not enough to keep time to, and it doesn't engage me fully. So sometimes I'll just pick that and I'll start noodling around the guitar or the bass or the synth. Sometimes I'll lay a beat on the electronic drum kit and then take that. What we're basically not set up to do at the moment, and will happen in the future, is the live drums and live recording on a bigger scale. So this is like basically my control room where I work all day. I have a live room, which you guys will see, and that is where I mic and record all my drums. So I'm excited to be able to add that element in, but for now this is kind of the workflow. So because we're at 24 frames a second, that equates to every 12 frames, basically a beat, and at 120 beats per minute. So all of these tracks are at 120 beats per minute. And I say we start, oh yes, we have to start by showing the video. Okay, so this is just gonna play. All right, I'm just gonna do this. All right. So that's the EveryDay. Let me loop that. All right, so that's day one, and it's this hokey little robot that flies around, and this super crazy awesome alien dude that, I don't know, he's got a badass suit on. He might not be an alien, but he is. He's not from this world. Anyway, so this robot is flying around and then passes him by, and he's like, "Hey, what about me?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." So it's basically, the robot is the server at this hilly restaurant in this alien planet, and he's pretty attentive. He's got other things to attend to, like not to hit the hill, or who knows who's back in the scene. There could be 100 people over there. He's, respect servers in service industry, right? So anyways, that is that is the long and short of this video. So, it's very playful. I do try to time my animations to where camera moves and other keyframes are happening at a very specific time frame throughout the sequence. So when or if I want to use it in a live scenario, it's actually on time, and I can tap tempo that to any beat, and it'll dance to the rhythm. So that's that's that. All right, so let me get this up in the other screen so we can do this all in the same. Forgive me for not being as prepared, but this, as I'd said, is a lot. Okay. A lot of shit going on here. Well, we'll plop that right over there. Boop, boop. What's up, Data? Data's our German Shepherd. Hey, buddy. Here. All right, so all right, we're gonna go with this. Kind of hokey, but I can turn off the GoPro for now. All right. So man, I don't know. It's so like such a funny, goofy jam. Okay. For instance, I don't normally think this way for the everydays, but I'm on the spot, so I'm hearing that like whoosh, that like the noise in that synth right there, as kind of like the exhaust of the robot, the little server robot. So put on our click track. And let's get a beat in here. Yeah, we can use the beat from yesterday. rest of that out. So now I always record the MIDI, you know, with any synthesizer. These are newer synthesizers. Yeah, they're all analog, but that way I have that as a reference. So this is, you know, it's just like one of those kind of protocol things you do. I'm not expecting, this doesn't really matter because we're getting exhaust sound from a, you know, for a robot. See what I mean? So that's like me affecting the filter, and what you're hearing is the noise. That like whoosh, that's the noise. Now, normally I would be watching the video and performing this live to the actual animation, but I don't have that screen over here, and another thing that didn't get set up, and that's fine, you know, we refine as we go. But since I know it's at 120 and I have some relative keyframes on that, with that being said, we'll just kind of see how it goes. Let's see. That was just me grabbing the MIDI. Now I'm going to record that. Let me get Ableton up here so you guys can see this. I guess it's there. Yeah, so now I'm going to grab that. All of that MIDI should have been recorded, even the, you know. Okay, so one part where it's like I start kind of jamming to the Now, for whatever reason, the MIDI didn't track how I thought it would, so I'm just gonna do it live. All right. Okay, so what I did there was I just counted out the 8 measures that I needed to do, and I kind of played with the filter, so it emulated. I don't even know. It's definitely not going to go exactly with the spaceship guy, but might as well, just put in the track. Obviously, I don't need that. I don't need that. Any low end on that, because it's just gonna be. So I'll turn on. This is my soft tube console 1, and then we will turn on. Let's see. Default sounds fine. So now we've got something. Let's save this shit. Let's see what that is. Boop. Day 21. Save. Okay. Move to the bass. That's kind of a friendly vibe, and I just found my power brick that I've been looking for weeks, and sure, it was just sitting here on the music stand. But when you have 1,000 little things in an area, shit happens. Okay, so I like that bass line. It's friendly, as is the animation. We'll go with that. I sound a little out out of tune. It's a major thing. If you don't know, you best know. I think that's where we're going with that. Feeling that was okay. No, that's right. I got 8 bars, so. Another thing with you know, I want to make a point about the EveryDays. It's the freedom to just kind of bang something out like that and be like, that's it, it's done. I mean, it's pretty much on time, and it doesn't look like it is, but you know. Anyways, you do something, you know, fast and dirty, and it's cool. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Save that. Okay, I'm gonna go straight into just a drum beat. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best drummer, and I've been having a really hard time getting used to the electronic kit, but I've been able to bang out some really cool stuff. And sometimes I just have a sick ass idea, but it's sloppy as shit. So I just quantize the whole fucking thing, and it's tight. I mean, it's not perfect. You lose some of the feel, but there's your beat, you know. So especially for the EveryDays, it's been a kind of a rewarding experience. All right, so we'll let this roll for a second. just got to engage the record function in Ableton so I can get that loop. Running Superior Drummer 3. And actually I can change the screen so you can see it up now here. So bloom. Yeah. Okay. So that's Superior Drummer 3 and some of the universal audio effects that I have on the drum channel to sound all explodey and sweet. And yeah, so whatever. I'm gonna hack it out. Okay. That was fun. Now we get to hear how horrible it was. So I'm going to take out the synth noise because we're going to bring that way down. That are the, you know, the exhaust noise of our little robot buddy. Is he still flying around? Yeah, he is. Okay. So I'm going to drop that out so we can just listen to the drums. And the bass. Drum and bass, bitches. Alright, we'll start this loop. The right spot. That's our loop, and I'm going to grab that right there, or start getting funky with the kick drum. Now, I'm going to copy and paste this loop so I can quantize the one and see how it sounds. Because sometimes it's worth just shifting a few things around to make it sound tight. Other times it's just, you know, Command U is quantize in Ableton. Command Shift U allows you to select what to quantize to, what time signature to quantize to. 16th notes, 4th notes, 8th notes, whatever. Let's hear how this sounds. Just quantized it to 16th. Alright, that sounds cool, but there's this issue here, and I'll bring you guys to the Ableton screen so you can see what I'm doing. All right, there's this issue here with the hi-hat. And, you know, I don't have the best hi-hat. It's functional, but, you know, fucking electronic drums, all gear is expensive, but electronic drums in particular, you get some real kind of booty shit, ghetto shit that's just, it doesn't work as well as it should. You really need to buy good shit. I'm getting there, though. That's what I'm talking about. So what I usually do in this scenario is I just bring the loop right to the head, the start of that part, so I can just focus on that. Alright, so I'm seeing right here, this is like, I did quantize this as I said, but alright, so it looks like we just need alright, so yeah, looks like we just need to get rid of some of these and just plop that in. You can double click an area in the MIDI editor and it'll just put a note at like, I think it's like 75% velocity. Missing that guy. Click that, and when you go down and find the velocity level in Ableton, you just kind of fish around and what's going on there? Oh, alright. Let me undo some of this editing. Because the hi-hat is, it's two MIDI notes. One is the pressure of your foot pedal, and the other is you striking the actual hi-hat. I think that's what's going on here. I'm trying to get that double fucking hi-hat triplet that I'm putting in there, and I think we got it. So I'm kind of feeling this like guitar vibe. I didn't expect that, and so you know, I've got like, I think it's called tennis elbow, and it's caused my hand. I've lost power in my hand, and my pinky in this bottom part of my hand is like pretty much numb all the time. So I'm working on figuring that out, but it's really freaked me out because I couldn't play certain bar chords that I was trying to rip out. Like these like... Yeah, it's just like everything in this is just really hard to use. It's freaking me out. I'm pretty confident that's what it is, and I have to figure out how to fix that. But yeah, so just getting old. It's fucking bullshit. All right, so fire on my twin reverbs, and I have that mic still hot, I think. I thought it'd be cool to keep these really simple. So I've been using mostly only electronic drums and Universal Audio's plugins, Ableton Live obviously, and Slate Digital, the VMS1 microphone system. And it's pretty interesting because it's all digitally emulated shit from outboard gear that's famous and sounds amazing. And it all sounds pretty good. But I wanted to be able to do that consistently just because A, it's easy and you get a nice fluctuation of tones, so I don't have to like go through my mic locker every time I want to fucking get a sound. So anyways, yeah, I've got the VMS1 on the Fender Twin, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna play, but it's gonna be like something kind of chill. Kind of wish I had a slide. In fact, TJ would fucking slay this shit right now. Hey, what's up, Errol? Yeah, getting old does suck, Joe. What's up? Hey, everyone. Yeah, I'm just kind of seeing people in the chat. But anyways, that's awesome. Yeah. So, okay, guitar time. And getting old sucks. Which ultimately is my big excuse for why I might totally suck on the guitar. Because it's basically like, yeah, I just suck now. Because I'm an old fuck who's got tennis elbow and can't feel his fucking pinky. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna have to turn off the monitors, so all you guys are gonna be able to hear is me playing guitar. Nice. You know, believe it or not, throughout the years as a dumbass kid trying to make music, I have left the monitors on while I was recording a loud part, like a guitar or something, and it definitely changes things, but depending on the situation, it didn't ruin my track. Sometimes, with the guitar, it's like one's enough. Sometimes I layer like 5 things. So, like that like rock metal thing I did the other day. Right. That might be all I needed. See, this is the beauty of doing these, because it's like... is still up. Yeah, wait, yeah. All right, so what I'm doing here is, this is the loop, and you'll notice if you hear it, it'll, you know, play fine. So, except I'm gonna miss this last chunk that I want. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so that's our loop, and that's what we want. So what we do is, let's say we extend this out to here, and then we bring this back into here, but we start our loop right there, and it goes like this. Well, that's the beauty of tube amps. Never, ever, ever get to stop working on them. Making them sound better and spending a bunch of money to keep them going. I'm almost ready to say this is the song for that day. It's that simple. I want to do more, but fuck, it's already 10 o'clock. So, you know, we just gotta bang them out. We got 4 more to do after this. So I say this is EveryDay 21, but it's actually EveryDay 1. So let's change that. Let's see what it's set as. Let's get back up to that folder. EveryDay. Doot doot. Let's set up. Well, save. All right. I brought the synth part down. And I put it into through a reverb. But you know what? I'm almost thinking it might be cool through this Moog filter I got. That's also a universal audio plugin. The beauty of the universal audio rig is that all the DSP processing for your audio effects are on cards inside of the unit. All right. I have that set up in a specific. Real chill mix. You know, I've got mastering on the output on the master channel. Literally going to now record this loop. I have it looping here, and I'm actually just going to turn that off. I'm going to stop it and press record. I'll put that back on just so I can listen to it whenever. I'm going to go at the top of the track here. I'm going to select all like that and just drag it down to the bottom so I make sure I get all my shit. And, no, there's a fucking GoPro doing something weird again. Oh yeah, want to make sure you engage arrangement view. Cool. All right. So now it's Command Shift R for render. Yep. And basically, I'm recording at 82.2, and it'll just break it down in half. 44.1, EveryDay 1, in that file. Yes, sirree. Okay, so that's rendering, and we have 4 more to go. Okay. Well, while we're at it, let me fix the GoPro. All right. And I will put up a new animation that we're going to be tracking to. Rip. Got that one done. And so I'm going to be posting all these on the YouTube channel. So I think I'm just going to replace the ones that I have. You can't do that with Instagram video. I don't know. We'll see, but I'll let everyone know as to how I figure that out. Okay, so we need to go to add another Another media source. But geez Louise. All right, I'm gonna call this one day 2. Just fucking with OBS. Making sure that motherfucker gets right. All right, so browse. What was day 2? Shit. Was it Space Pet? Man, this is how ridiculous this is. There's so much going on that I forget even what freaking days or what animations. Okay, Instagram. Go to my thing. Yeah, it was Space Pet. Okay, so let's bring up Space Pet and we'll make them loop. Okay. And I'll get some Space Pet up in there. Oh, it's our little buddy. Our little Space Pet buddy. Okay. So that is what we will be writing music for next. And, you know, true to form, that was kind of a fun beat. And it might inspire a totally different experience for this next project. But before I do that, let's make sure that Everyday Day 1 sounds like. Alright, cool. That's day 1. Now we gotta go to the Dropbox, man. Because that's how I do. Go to Dropbox. What the fuck? Alright, come on. Alright, I don't need to worry about this right now. We will upload all of these at the same time to Dropbox. Why is it fucking... Oh! Man, technology is fucking annoying. Okay, anyways, back to the music. Back to the subject at hand. Alright. Alright, so we're going to keep this solo, this drum beat. Jam on that beat for a minute. animation is really cute and fun, and I love my little space pet, but I'm also feeling some badassery with this fucking guy. I mean, it's like a whole living organism from a different planet, you know? I mean, he deserves to be met with brutality when it comes to the frequencies. I'm not sure what's going on with this camera here. All right, well, that helped. I don't know exactly what it did, but I might need to refresh the... Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you coming out. Get a good night's sleep. I'm really not keeping up with tracks. Okay, so let's see where we're here with the chats. Okay. Let's see if TJ's coming at all. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, Space Pet, man, this guy is your buddy, and he loves you, and he wants to play, but he likes to roll around big hills, and he's coming down a mountain. I mean, this fucking thing is like 4 stories tall. So he's cute, but he's huge and he's badass. So let's give him something huge and badass. We're going to start with the drums. I want to put some Subsequent 37 kind of bass thickness on it and go from there. All right, all right. Changes, and your direction, your interest towards going in a different direction creatively changes, your whole perspective, and everything lights up in a different way. So I'm hearing like Space Pet have some of these sounds too. From the sub 37, but we're going with that vibe because that is so Space Pet, and that's really all that matters. I am, however, going to record the MIDI. It shouldn't have a problem, but sometimes MIDI files get corrupt. All right, so. the eighth notes. Like that first part as a loop, and then I'll fucking jam on it a little bit. Once again, I think I'm hearing a fucking bass line. so good. Let's track some bass. Space Pet, I love you. Space Pet. I think that's Space Pig. Smashing Pumpkins. Space Pet, I love you. Local Chicago band. Bam. Alright, well, obviously there's a drum beat in there, but I just used it on the first one. And even though I could affect it or just fucking leave it as it is, and it's still a totally different song, let's make it a totally different song. Alright, put some click on. One thing, now Superior Drummer 3 takes up a lot of RAM. It's kind of an energy hog, or processing hog. So what I could do is just give myself another audio track. It's Command T, and then audio from 15 Superior Drummer 3. Record that shit, and then alright, so now I have something I can jam to, so I can open up Superior Drummer 3 and its MIDI track. There's some cool parts in there. You can stop that click and struggle through what I just did. Scrubbing through this area now. We're still got live up on the Yes We Do and Space Pad just hanging out, rolling down the hill. So now we get to A-B, the two different parts. One, I just quantized and we just heard it. And the other one was the original. I needed to take that out. Could be wrong. All right, let's see about the mix, and then we got to add another element here. That's number 2. There's no reason to add more to that. Okay. Let's hear it back. The recording. Space Pay, I miss you, even though you're right here. Just kidding. Yep. It's fucking Command Shift R. Render. Export. Day 2. Yep. All right. So we've got day 3 and 4, and then today's, and then, oh shit, and then I actually have to composite and render day 21. I might need a snack, y'all. So. We'll start with a relatively fresh palette for number 3. I'm going to delete everything in my arrangement view. Going to File, Save Ladder Set As, over 3. Make sure to jump it back out into that folder. Save. Okay. We can get these guys out of here. Definitely want to start with some fucking beats. Start with battery. But not with that kit. I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. See what Captain Jack has to say. Ooh, I like that. Alright, so I gotta put Alright, so Travelby just confirmed he's got emergency screaming kids trying to go to bed, so he won't make it, and that's all good. But we are going to add, oh, you're gonna be kind of fun to play battery with the drum kit. I don't know what the fuck it'd do. Let's just try that. Let's try it right now. For the fuck of it. Alright. Let's just make sure it's actually working. Whoa. Cool. Alright. This is gonna be weird. Start off with cool. What a weird experience. There you go. Starting with the drum beat. I'm just gonna listen to that back for a few minutes. Alright. I'll save you that. Okay. Stop the presses. Okay, first of all, there's a couple sick ass beats in there, and I can't wait to hear the whole thing. But second of all, we're still showing Space Pet, and that's day 2, and we got to get day 3 animation up here. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, media source, day 3. I'm really excited about this one. This is the fucking jam. Okay. Browse. Man. My memory is poo-poo. Okay, so I need to go to Instagram. Oh, yeah. Ooh, cool. I don't feel like I'm representing it how I would if I had started with it. Playing as an example. But it's gonna be cool regardless. Okay. Yeah. Splashy Planarino. In effect. In full effect. All right. So we are going into numero trace. All right. Yeah, man. This one's super cool. We'll talk about what I did to make all these. And I'll share the project files eventually. But in the meantime, go live. I'm on song 3 now.
Okay. Is DJ coming?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just found that out. I just text you back.
Oh.
I guess, yeah, I'm of this school of thought. I love this fucking beat so much. That's what I intended on doing, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to fuck around with recording the MIDI on this, because this has got to be live feel. I can do better. Maybe I do need to record the MIDI for this. Okay. Fuck. That was like the one. I hope the MIDI tracked that way. Now I'm just playing back the MIDI as I recorded it in hopes that somehow it's communicating with the Moog. What? some monster fucking. Oh shit! I don't even know if it tracked. All right, we'll do a test. Okay, yeah, see? That's why you do that. Okay, now let me explain. Sometimes, for whatever reason, you start your sequence, if you were to take that MIDI, that MIDI clip that I just recorded and shift it around and loop it to where you wanted it, if for some reason it's just not going to translate. It seems almost as if like the ghost data of the timing of the original track is there somehow. So what I just did was I played the entire MIDI back from as to how I recorded that clip and then recorded that entire thing. And now I know I need to focus on 63, and that should be the jam out. Stop the MIDI. Let's render that out. Command Shift R. Export. D3. Save. All right. So that's one of those trace. We've got two more tracks, and that is day 4 and day 21. I still have to composite this stuff. Yeah, it's cool. I can go here and just like, yeah, that totally fucking, that's the vibe. Yeah, man. The waves splashing and slapping like wacka wow. Boosh, boosh. Nice. Oh, this is cool. I gotta get another monitor over here so I can actually view this while I'm jamming. Okay, we're definitely getting tired. Okay. Now let's keep playing it. Alright, we're gonna bring day 4's video up. Grab a media source. Yeah, dude. It's Let's Race. I think. Yeah. Holy shit. No, that's not the right one. All right. Day 4. This already works with day 4. Should we just make them the same? Oh my god. All right. All right. That's not happening. I don't want to do something really simple for this. Maybe just like that same synth bass sound ish with some strings. Let's see what we can do about that. File, save live set as day 4. I'm going to put a backing track some drums to this with a click. I'm going to bring up contact. Native instruments. Let's do some action strings. Set that over there for now. Not what I was trying to hear. Action strings. Oh shit. to the everyday. This is such an incredible experience because it's literally like just dawned on me. I want to play this beat for like half an hour and then sift through all the fucking drums and come up with the best parts because I vibed out with it for a long time. But man, this shit's like boom. We got to put some shit down and go. And I think I did that. So pretty sloppy, but in the end, I think it got better. Let's see. cheesy, but I did what I said I was gonna do. Yeah, so back in the loop. Let's hear playback one more time. Just the audio. Translate too heavy, and I might change some of these masters because I'm putting them out, at least for the 16 seconds. But anyways, I had a concern about that mix. I think that the low frequency on the Moog effect that I put on the percussions. Okay, that's day 4. Suppose we could kind of put this and monitor. All right. I need to open up After Effects. I mean, I can show you guys this part, but it's pretty boring. But we're live, we're doing it. It's real. Because the sequence is longer than my normal 384 frames, so what I'm going to do is open up one that is 384 frames. Yeah, that was a good one. Import multiple files. Green Dude, Cali Beach. This is gonna be a weird one. But we're hanging out with Green Dude, so that's all that matters. Can't wait for everyone to get to know Green Dude. Because Green Dude's fucking cool. Alright, we're done. All right, so here, let's see how we can. Yeah, we're sharing that, right? I think so. Yes, we are. Okay. We can stop day 4. better feel what I'm doing. Warp it down. Okay. So import multiple files. What is this? What is this we see? Haha. Yeah, my dude. Green dude jamming. All right. T-pose it is. Green dude on the beach. We start with the T-pose. We start with the T-pose, B-pose. All right. Marta's letting me know that she brought the dim sum and it's on the counter. Hell yeah. I am on track 5 and it's gonna be cool. Exclamation point. Still alive. OMG. Exclamation point. Okay. That was me texting Marta. This is gonna be dope. I'm excited. I don't know what to do now. Kind of feel like loud guitars strumming. Okay. So here's Green Dude. Jamming out on the beach. It's looking kind of cool. That motherfucker goes everywhere with me. We were in Northern California. Riding bikes. I was 2 up. Green Dude was on his own GS, her own GS. Yeah, it was cool. BMW 1250 GS Adventure. That's how we roll. That's how we rolled on this trip, anyways. Love our adventure bikes and our adventures on them. Okay. I'm obviously spent, but I'm really excited to see this. Of all the shit I was trying to do today, I ended up doing this because I felt like I could figure it out in the time frame I had, but I was trying to make the sandy floor fall into itself, like anyways. I'll do that some other time and you'll get it, but this is fucking cool. All right. I'm excited. I'll let that play, and now it's time to figure out what we're doing. Alright, so this is, ooh, shit. Almost lost the guitar there. EveryDay file. EveryDay 21. Delete all this shit. Use this drum beat as a reference. Oh, there goes the fucking GoPro. Go slow, go Mo. All right. We gotta figure that out. Why does what it do? Why you do what you does? All right. So we got that guitar riff. EveryDay. Recorded that drum beat, so stop that. It's gonna sound like poopy, but it's a rough. Yeah, so keep in mind, I'm doing this literally just to have a nice reference, something cozy to jam to, so I can play something different. Almost done with the 5th jammer tonight. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought, but I also thought TJ was going to be here to bang some shit out with me. Then again, it still would have taken probably even longer. So, cheers! Getting it done, dude. Okay, so we're gonna play to this in the headphones. Okay, back to it. Something in that, because I'm beat. I need a break ski. It's not like normally you could take 15-20 minutes, but I'm happy to fucking be here. Let's hear how this shit sounds. The mix sucks, but we can work on that. think we have our riff for the day. The everyday motherfucking 21. Let's record this shit. You know, it doesn't sound like the best recording I'm capable of doing here, but it sounds like a great recording of a live jam, like in a nice area, you know, just a few mics in the room. I don't know. It's that's how I see this. It's a really cool sounding recording with minimal possibilities. So let's see. There's got to be something to that. Every time I stop and I save, the GoPro fucking starts wigging out and beeping and shit. Okay. Scariest thing that I haven't done is that I need to kind of check these levels with the other fucking masters that I have of other everydays, and that's when I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to render all of this shit. Okay, wait. Export. Day 21. Ooh. Day 2. Yeah, that was gonna be badass live. And just you wait. We'll be coming to a venue near you. Or you can come to me. I do have a really epic turbo sound system. Vintage turbo sound system. Alright? And on the 4. Okay. Sorry, this is unfortunately part of the deal because I had to What the fuck? Man. Ugh, fucking. Okay. Now, we go to our Dropbox folder and we go into EveryDay and we go into music. And we put all these new lovely tracks all up in it. I mean, I want to redo one of them, but fuck it, man. It is what it is. Tomorrow, I will composite and render all of the new ones with the old or original animations tomorrow. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, I'm already past. I worked so fucking hard today to be able to get my fucking thing done before midnight. Man. Okay. Well, with that being said, I'm going to get to it. We've spent a long time together, and it's time to composite this Maun Yucca. So I'm going to pause that there. Go into... Looks like GoPro took a shit. Come on, man. All right. Anyways. Okay. Dropbox is right here. Music. Download 21. Okay. Now we go over here. Yeah. Green Dude is fucking jamming on it. Yeah, dude. Okay, cool. Oh man. What a day. What a night. Well, this is forever in the catacombs of OBS and YouTube. Alright, so I'm gonna stop this here and save it. Oh my god. Green Dude, Cali Beach. There's really no other way to fucking name this. But he's hanging out and he's having a good time. Man, we had a great trip. Green Dude and Marta and I. Yeah. Three of us get along pretty well. You know. Okay. Oh, this fucking thing again. Man. Somebody message in and tell me what the fuck to do here. I mean, I'll figure it out, but... Oh, shit. Oh, motherfucker only has so much time. Clearly. I have a lot of it. Or not a lot of it. Not a lot of it for sleep. That's for sure. And really much else other than working this. Yeah, you got me right. Slave to this shit. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, that concludes our first official live video, and that was way more than I expected because I thought TJ would be here to help me rock this shit out, and I'm thankful he's home safe with his family dealing with this stuff. But ultimately, 5 song jammers, we'll call them, little song jammers, 5 ideas. I'll upload them all tomorrow so everyone can check them out, or just know that all the new updated videos on YouTube are what they are. Anyways, I gotta go. Love you. Love your show. Burtnell, Create Stage. Thanks for hanging with us this long. I don't think anyone's here actually, but it doesn't matter because I'm fucking here. And I did this. And I'm happy that I did. So love you. Love your show. Peace. Peace out. And I'm going to stop streaming.